Beloved soul, there is an untapped power within you that is greater than any circumstance you face. The words you speak to yourself are not just sounds, they are spells. They shape your reality, they direct your energy, and they call forth the life you live. If you want to manifest faster, if you want to call in your dreams with grace and ease, you must begin by becoming intentional with your inner dialogue. The universe listens to how you speak to you. Let us begin by reprogramming that inner voice so it works for you, not against you. There is a voice within you that speaks before you even realize it's there. It's the voice that questions, can I really do this? Or whispers, maybe I'm not ready. It's the quiet murmur that casts shadows on your dreams before they've had a chance to rise. This voice is called doubt. And while doubt may have once served to protect you, today it only holds you back from the beauty you are meant to experience. Doubt is not who you are. It is a learned habit, a passing cloud, a fleeting thought. But you, beloved, are so much more permanent, so much more powerful than a thought. You are the presence behind the thought. You are the chooser. And today, you are choosing to replace doubt with loving certainty. Loving certainty is not arrogance. It is not blind positivity. It is the calm, gentle knowing that you were created with intention. That your desires are not random. They are whispers from your soul calling you back to your truth. Loving certainty is not loud. It doesn't need to be. It speaks with quiet authority and unshakable peace. It says, I may not know how, but I trust that I will. Every time doubt rises up and says, what if I fail? You now have the power to respond with compassion, not fear. You can pause, take a breath, and say instead, what if everything works out better than I imagined? This simple shift moves mountains in the unseen. It tells the universe you are ready. It tells your body to align. You do not need to fight doubt. You do not need to silence it with force. You simply need to love it into transformation, because doubt is often a younger version of you asking for reassurance. It is the inner child who was once told, not yet, or you're not enough. And they've been repeating that story ever since. But now, you, the wiser, stronger, more aware you, get to speak back. You get to take that inner child in your arms and say, you are safe with me. We are doing this together. We are more than ready. You don't have to wait for all the circumstances to align. Certainty doesn't come from everything outside you being perfect. Certainty is an inner choice, a decision to trust life, to trust yourself, and to trust the timing. So when the voice of doubt says, this is too big for me, you can smile and say, if I have the vision, I have the power. Life would not place this dream in my heart unless I was meant to fulfill it. Your words are seeds. What you say grows. When you plant seeds of doubt, you harvest delays. But when you plant words of certainty, you grow confidence, courage, and momentum. Speak to yourself like someone you love deeply. Speak as if you are coaching your best friend through her fears. Speak gently but firmly. Let your words carry love and direction. Try this. Every morning, place your hand over your heart and speak life into your being. Say things like, I believe it myself. I choose faith over fear. I walk with trust and grace. I don't need to know all the answers to move forward. I am safe to try. I am safe to grow. I am safe to shine. And every time you catch yourself slipping into old patterns of self-doubt, don't judge yourself. Don't criticize yourself. Just pause, notice, and redirect, like gently turning a boat back to its course. You are retraining your mind. You are rewriting the script. You are creating new neural pathways with every word you speak. Know this truth. The version of you that doubts is temporary. The version of you that believes is eternal. You are the soul behind both. So you can choose, moment by moment, to lean into love instead of fear. And if others have doubted you before, if you've been told you weren't capable or worthy, understand that those words were a reflection of their limitations, not yours. You are not here to carry the doubts of others. You are here to remember who you are and to live boldly from that place. You are powerful beyond measure. You are loved beyond words, and you are guided by a force that never makes mistakes. So step forward in loving certainty. Let it fill your voice, your posture, your energy. The universe responds fastest to those who walk in trust, because trust is a magnet for miracles, and you, beloved, are a living miracle in motion. The energy of creation responds to the energy of belief. And belief, dear one, begins not in the world around you, but in the words you speak to yourself. If you want to manifest faster, if you want to bring your dreams into physical form, you must learn to speak of them as if they are already yours. You must affirm what you desire as if it's already here, already living in your hands, already part of your beautiful unfolding reality. Though many of us speak in a language of distance, we say, I hope one day, or I wish I could, or maybe if I'm lucky. But this language carries with it a subtle vibration of lack. It quietly confirms that what we want is still far away. And the universe, always listening, always responding, simply reflects back that energy. But what if today you began to speak differently? What if, instead of saying, I want to be loved, you declared, I am so loved. Love surrounds me in every form. What if that, instead of saying, I hope for success, you said, I am already living a successful, fulfilling life? What if you began each morning with the feeling of your desire already met, and let that feeling guide your words, your choices, and your steps? Affirmations are not just phrases. They are energetic declarations. They are choices. When you say something like, money flows to me with ease, you are aligning yourself with a frequency where abundance is normal, expected, and safe. You are letting the universe know, this is where I live now. This is the energy I stand in. You see, the universe doesn't respond to what you want, it responds to who you are being. And who you are being is shaped by what you consistently say and feel. You must embody the feeling of your future before it arrives. You must wear the vibration of your dream like a well-loved coat, comfortable, familiar, part of you. But this doesn't mean pretending, it means becoming. It means claiming your right to speak as if you are already whole, already worthy, already aligned with everything good. Because in truth, you are. The only thing ever missing is your belief in it. When you speak in present tense affirmations, you are not lying to yourself. You are activating a deeper truth. You are calling forward the part of you that has always been powerful, always been connected, always been enough. You are not asking the universe to give you something. It already has. You are simply tuning yourself to the frequency where you can receive it. You can begin right now. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Visualize the life you want, not someday, but now. Feel it in your body. Let your heart recognize it as real. Then let the words flow. I am thriving in every area of my life. I attract opportunities that delight and elevate me. My relationships are joyful, nourishing, and deeply fulfilling. Every dollar I spend returns to me multiplied. I am living in my dream home, surrounded by peace and beauty. I am in perfect health, and my body supports me with strength and vitality. I wake up every day excited to live my purpose. Feel how different that energy is. There's no begging in those words, no chasing, no hoping, just a calm, powerful knowing. That knowing is magnetic. It draws in experiences, people, and synchronicities that match it. This is the secret. You must speak and feel as if it's already done, because spiritually, it is. All creation begins in the unseen. Before the flower blooms, the seed is alive beneath the soil. Your affirmation is that seed. When you nourish it with repetition and emotion, when you trust its process, even before you see results, it must grow. It must become. That's the law. And when doubt arises, as it sometimes will, speak even more firmly. Not to resist doubt, but to remind yourself that your new story is stronger than the old one, that your truth is greater than any fear. Speak your affirmations with love. Speak them with joy. Speak them with the same excitement a child feels the night before their birthday, knowing without question that something beautiful is on its way. You are not here to live in delay. You are here to remember that everything you desire is already encoded within you. Your job is not to force it, but to allow it, to become the version of you who receives it, to speak your dream into form, one loving word at a time. Let your affirmations be the soundtrack of your life. Let them fill the silence when your mind wants to wander. Let them replace the old patterns that kept you small. Let them carry you into a reality that already exists, one you simply needed to claim. Because it is done. It is already yours. Speak it, believe it, and so it shall be. There will be moments when you look back and wish you had done things differently. Times when your choices led to pain, disappointment, or delay. And in those moments, the mind can be harsh. It may replay the past like a broken record, whispering, "You should have known better," or "How could you have done that?" But this voice, though familiar, is not the voice of truth. It is the voice of fear, shame, and guilt. And you, dear one, are not here to dwell in that place. You are here to grow, to evolve, and to awaken. You are not expected to be perfect. You are expected to be present. Present enough to learn, present enough to heal, present enough to hold your past self with compassion, not criticism. So when you think about the mistakes you've made, don't use them as weapons. Use them as stepping stones. Let them guide you, not define you. Every mistake was a teacher in disguise. Every misstep was a doorway to greater awareness. The things you wish you hadn't done were necessary for the person you are becoming. Without them, you wouldn't know what you know now. You wouldn't carry the wisdom you hold. You wouldn't have the depth, the empathy, or the resilience that only lived experience can bring. So speak gently to your mistakes. Treat them as you would a child who is learning how to walk. You wouldn't yell at that child for falling down. You wouldn't shame them for stumbling. You would smile, reach out your hand and say, "It's okay, you're learning, let's try again." You deserve that same kindness, that same forgiveness, that same encouragement, because no amount of harshness will make you grow faster. Only love does that. Only acceptance creates the safety required for true transformation. You are allowed to say, "Yes, I made that choice and now I choose again." You are allowed to outgrow who you used to be. You are allowed to forgive yourself fully without punishment, without delay. The past cannot be changed, but your relationship with it can. And that is where your power lies. Guilt is not a life sentence. It is a signal, a message. Once you receive it, you do not need to carry it anymore. Release the weight. Thank the experience, bless the lesson, then come back home to your heart, where you are always loved, always accepted, always enough. Speak to yourself in the language of healing. Say things like, did the best I could with what I knew at the time. I am growing, and that means I am learning. My past does not define me, my choices today do. I forgive myself and I set myself free. I speak to myself with kindness and grace. Feel how those words soften your energy. Notice how they make space in your chest, how they allow your breath to deepen. That's what self-forgiveness does. It clears the emotional clutter. It opens the path forward. It lets you begin again. Not from shame, but from clarity. And remember, your mistakes don't make you unworthy. They make you human. They make you relatable. They make you real. And there is nothing more powerful than a person who can stand in their truth, acknowledge their flaws, and still choose to love themselves. And that kind of person becomes a light to others. Because when you show yourself compassion, you give others permission to do the same. You become a mirror for healing. Your gentleness ripples outward and reminds the world that perfection is not the goal, presence is. So the next time you feel the sting of regret or the ache of past decisions, place your hand over your heart. Breathe deeply and say, I am not that moment. I am who I am now, and now I choose peace. Let that be your mantra. Let that be your release. You are not here to punish yourself. You are here to awaken, to expand, to rise above the old stories that once kept you small. And with every kind word you speak to your past, you reclaim your power. You shift your vibration. You realign with love. And love, dear one, is always the fastest path to healing. Speak gently, forgive fully, keep walking forward. You are doing beautifully. There is power in celebration, there is healing in acknowledgement, and yet so many of us rush past our progress, waiting for some grand arrival, some big achievement before we allow ourselves to feel proud. But what if every step, every small win, every gentle improvement was worthy of joyful recognition? What if you celebrated not just the finish line, but every courageous inch forward? You see, growth doesn't always announce itself with fireworks. Often it whispers. It shows up as the moment you say no when you used to say yes. It arrives when you get out of bed on a hard day, when you speak kindly to yourself after years of self-judgment, when you choose peace instead of proving your point. These are victories, quiet ones, powerful ones, life-changing ones, and they deserve to be honored out loud. When you speak your victories, when you say, I'm proud of myself, I did something brave today, you anchor your progress in your reality. You tell your subconscious mind, this is who I am now. I celebrate me. I validate me. And the more you do this, the more you rewire your inner dialogue. You begin to look for what's right instead of what's wrong. You begin to build momentum. Celebration is an amplifier of manifestation. When you celebrate, you raise your vibration. You align with gratitude, with joy, with worthiness. And those energies are magnetic. They attract more to celebrate, more to enjoy, more to feel good about. But yet many people feel uncomfortable with this idea. They think, I don't want to be arrogant, or it's not a big deal. But celebrating your growth isn't arrogance, it's awareness, it's acknowledgement, it's self-love in action. And no step is too small to be recognized. Did you drink more water today? Celebrate it. Did you resist the urge to criticize yourself. Celebrate it. Did you finish something you started? Celebrate it. Would you rest instead of pushing through exhaustion? Celebrate that too. Every time you notice and name a win, you train your mind to see the good. You become your own cheerleader. You stop waiting for others to clap for you, and instead you create your own applause. And you don't need anyone's permission to do this. You can say to yourself, I'm proud of how far I've come. You can whisper, look at me healing. You can dance in your kitchen after a productive day. You can write your victories in a journal and read them back with a smile. You can take a deep breath and say, that mattered. This practice isn't about ego, it's about embodiment. When you celebrate, you integrate your growth. You let your body and mind and spirit know, I am evolving. I am showing up for myself. I am not who I used to be. So often we wait for the world to acknowledge us, but what if your soul is simply waiting for you to acknowledge you? Make it a habit. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what did I do today that I'm proud of? What felt like progress? What deserves a moment of praise? Write it down, speak it out loud, say it in the mirror, say it to your inner child, say it to the universe with joy and appreciation. You are not boasting. You are building belief. You are reinforcing your worth. You are becoming the kind of person who notices beauty in the becoming. Some of the most powerful healing comes when you realize you are no longer in survival mode. You are now in celebration mode. You've stopped beating yourself up for how long it's taking, and you started clapping for how far you've come. Let every step forward be a victory parade. Let your life be filled with moments of recognition and praise, not only for results, but for effort, for showing up, for trying again. The more you celebrate the small things, the faster the big things come. Why? Because you are creating an inner environment where success feels safe, where joy is familiar, where love is allowed to land. You are teaching yourself to believe in your path. And one day, when you look back, you will see that every little celebration was actually a seed of momentum, a spark of light, a sacred yes to your unfolding. So today, right now, pause. Notice something you've done well and say it out loud. I did that. I'm proud of me. And I'm just getting started. Because you what? And you are worth celebrating. There is a sacred power in looking into your own eyes. Not with judgment, not with criticism, but with love, with presence, with intention. The mirror is not just a reflective surface. It is a portal, a doorway into your subconscious, a tool that, when used with love and focus, can accelerate your manifestations like nothing else. Most people pass mirrors without really seeing themselves. They glance quickly, checking for flaws or imperfections. They might sigh, frown, or look away. But what if you made the mirror your altar? What if, instead of using it to find what's wrong, you used it to speak life into what's becoming? What if your mirror became your sacred space to rewire your beliefs, infuse your words with power, and activate your deepest desires? When you look into your own eyes and affirm your truth, you do something magical. You bypass surface thinking. You go deeper. The mirror allows your words to land directly into your subconscious mind. It is the place where your inner and outer worlds meet. And when you speak into that space with love, clarity, and certainty, you begin to shape your reality from the inside out. Start by standing in front of the mirror each day, morning and night if you can. Look into your eyes with kindness. Soften your gaze. Breathe deeply. Be present. And then speak to yourself like someone who is worthy, like someone who is becoming, like someone who is already living the life they desire. Say things like, I love and approve of myself exactly as I am. I am worthy of all the good that is flowing to me. Everything I desire is already on its way. I radiate confidence, love, and abundance. My life is unfolding beautifully, and I trust the process. I am a magnet for miracles and blessings. At first, it may feel uncomfortable, unfamiliar, even silly. That's okay. Keep going. Keep looking. Keep speaking. You are training your mind to believe something new. You are planting seeds. And every time you return to the mirror, you water those seeds. You nurture them with the light of your focus and the warmth of your emotion. If tears come, let them. If resistance rises, observe it. That is old programming being released. That is energy shifting. Do not run from it. Lean in with compassion. The mirror reveals what needs healing and also gives you the power to heal it. Imagine the mirror not as glass, but as a gateway. What you speak into it echoes back into your life. If you affirm fear, you get more fear. If you affirm love, you draw in more love. So choose your words consciously. Speak what you want, not what you fear. Speak as if it's already yours, not in desperation, but in devotion. This is not wishful thinking, it is vibrational alignment. The more emotionally connected you are to the words you speak, the faster they take root. The mirror helps you embody your affirmations, not just mentally, but energetically. You may wish to visualize as you speak. See yourself already living your dream. Feel it in your body. Picture the version of you who has already manifested what you desire. Look into the mirror and speak to that version of you. Merge with them. Say, I see you. I am you. Thank you for leading me forward. Let your eyes be the portal. Let your words be the spell. Let your belief be the bridge. Over time, this practice transforms you. You stop searching for proof outside of yourself because you've already claimed it inside. You become your own source of confidence, your own validation, your own miracle. And as your inner world shifts, the outer world follows. You begin to notice synchronicities. Doors open, people appear, opportunities align, because you are no longer waiting, you are embodying. You are no longer doubting, you are declaring. The mirror is always available, always waiting. All it asks is that you meet it with truth, not perfection, not performance, just presence. So the next time you walk by a mirror, stop, take a breath, look into your eyes, smile. Say something kind, say something bold, say something real. Speak life, speak love, speak abundance. Speak as if what you want already exists, because in truth it does. And the more you affirm it, the more it moves from the unseen into the seen. Use the mirror as your daily reminder. You are the creator, you are the channel, you are the one you've been waiting for. And it all begins with the words you say to the person staring back at you. There is a quiet transformation that begins the moment you choose gratitude over complaint. It doesn't need to be loud or dramatic. It begins in your thoughts, in the words you whisper to yourself, and in the energy you emit when life doesn't go exactly the way you hoped. When you stop yourself mid-complaint and choose to affirm something good instead, you shift the entire vibration of your reality. Complaining is easy. It is habitual for many. The mind wants to fixate on what's wrong. what's missing, what didn't go as planned. It wants to rehearse problems, to reinforce frustrations. But each complaint, spoken or unspoken, is like affirming, I am lacking, life isn't enough, I am not supported. And the universe, always listening, responds to the frequency of your focus. But gratitude, oh, how it lifts you. It doesn't mean ignoring your challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to see through a higher lens. It means affirming, even in this there is something good. Even now, I can find something beautiful. Gratitude is not denial. It is divine direction. It points you back to your power. When you catch yourself about to complain, pause, breathe. Ask yourself, what can I be thankful for instead? This one small act can recalibrate your entire day. It turns your attention from lack to love, from fear to trust, from resistance to flow. If you find yourself saying, I'm so tired of my job, replace it with, I'm grateful to have a place to contribute my energy and earn an income. I am open to greater opportunities. If you hear yourself thinking, I'm always struggling with money, shift to, I am thankful for the money I have now. Every dollar I receive is a blessing. More is on its way. If you catch yourself complaining about someone, stop and say, I am thankful for what this relationship is teaching me. I choose peace and understanding. That about sugarcoating life. It's about reclaiming the power of your perspective. Gratitude is a choice, a habit, a spiritual practice. And the more you practice it, the more your life begins to reflect it. Each time you replace a complaint with a gratitude statement, you strengthen your connection with abundance. You train your subconscious mind to expect good. You align yourself with solutions, with clarity, with miracles. And life meets you at that frequency. Try this simple practice. Carry a small notebook with you or use the notes on your phone. Every time you feel like complaining, pause and write down one thing you're thankful for instead. It doesn't have to be big. It might be your morning coffee, a kind message, a warm bed, a breath of fresh air. The more you do this, the more your mind will begin to default to gratitude. Gratitude is a magnet. It draws more of what you appreciate into your life. It opens your heart. It soothes anxiety. It heals resentment. It brings you back to the present moment where peace always lives. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a co-creator of your experience. And every word you speak is a brushstroke, painting the canvas of your reality. Complaint adds shadows. Gratitude adds light. Even in difficult seasons, there is always something to give thanks for. Perhaps it is the strength you're discovering within yourself. Perhaps it's the way the challenge is shaping your wisdom, or the unexpected support that showed up right when you needed it. Life is not trying to hurt you. It's trying to awaken you. So speak words that bless your path. Say, I am thankful for where I am and excited for where I'm going. I am grateful for my healing, even if it's happening slowly. I give thanks for the people who love me and the ones who taught me through pain. I appreciate this moment. I trust what is unfolding. Let your gratitude be louder than your complaints. Let it rise up in the morning with your breath. Let it echo in your steps as you move through your day. Let it be your song before you sleep. There is always something to be thankful for. And when you begin to truly see it, life gives you even more to appreciate. This isn't just about positive thinking. It's about spiritual alignment. When you speak gratitude, you align with the divine. You say, I trust. I receive. I am blessed. So the next time a complaint forms on your lips, pause, smile gently to yourself, and say instead, thank you. I know something beautiful is unfolding. Because it is.